Namaste, welcome to Vinyasa Flow Yoga. My name is Michelle Chua. Grab a couple of yoga blocks and a strap, and let's begin in a comfortable seat of your choice. Here's an excerpt from a translation of one of the great Rumi, the poet, his poems. Today, like every other day, we wake up empty and frightened. Don't open the door to the study and begin reading. Take down a musical instrument. Let the beauty we love be what we do. There are hundreds of ways to kneel and kiss the ground. So my take on that is we start a new day coming with our human imperfections and fears. Beginning your day, instead of opening up your phone, turning to social media, looking what other people are doing and how they're living their lives, he says, take down a musical instrument. And I see that as step into the power as creator of your life, as the artist of your life. And instead of looking to others, be in your own seat of wisdom and let what you love, what inspires you, the beauty in life that inspires you, pull you towards what you create each day. So how does that play a role in your practice of yoga today? You'll have many options and variations of postures and movements. How do you tune in to your own body's wisdom, to your own innate wisdom? And really take those moments of pause and discernment to choose your path with integrity. As we do so on the mat, we do so off the mat. Our patterns continue. So let's practice here. Let's begin. As you let your body find a comfortable, still position, begin to notice whatever sensations are communicating your body's needs and state of being with you. Notice the way that your body is naturally breathing right now. And sense the way you feel energetically. Tune into your state of mind, observing your thoughts, what your focus is attracted to. And notice how you feel mentally and emotionally. Begin to call to mind something that you are grateful for, acknowledging the beauty of what you love. So let gratitude pull you towards setting your intention, what you are choosing to create. And then take a moment to dedicate this practice today to someone you care about, or a community or cause that you care about, as a way of showing reverence, remembering there are 100 ways to kneel and kiss the ground. And then together, let's join our voices, creating resonance by chanting 3 ohms. Inhale deeply. And slowing down your breath, begin to regulate your own nervous system to a state of balance by practicing Ujjayi Pranayama, victorious breathing technique. So closing the lips, slow the breath down, breathing equally in length in and out to your nose while creating a gentle whispering sound by softly narrowing the back of your throat. As you listen to that sound, cultivate ease, a smooth quality, a steadiness, so that your body can follow suit. And with that, let's make our way onto all fours, hands and knees in tabletop pose. Spread your fingers wide and flat and turn your index fingers to face forward or slightly turned out. Stack your shoulders above your wrists and stack your hips above your knees. As you breathe in, raise your right leg straight behind you, turning your right outer hip to face the ground. Notice if your pelvis may have swayed to the left. If so, bring it back to your midline. Lift your navel towards your spine, activating the belly. Spread your shoulder blades across your upper back and gaze at the ground just ahead of your thumbs. Tune into your breath. Now, if your balance feels pretty stable here, you might raise the left arm forward like you're about to shake someone's hand. If so, draw that left shoulder back in its socket and align your left upper arm alongside your left ear. Use your right hand to rebound your weight off the floor, creating space in your right shoulder joint. Now, if your balance feels pretty steady here, bend the right knee and try backstroking your left arm and catching hold of your right foot or ankle, kicking that foot away as you pull it towards you while rolling your left shoulder back. Keep engaging your abdomen. Let's stay a few more breaths in this bow version of tabletop pose. We're going to continue as we began at the start of this week. Hips in extension, and that's what's happening right now at your right hip. Opening up into the hip flexors, front of the right thigh. Now, re-straighten the right leg behind you. Re-extend the left arm, and then plant your hands and knees on the floor. Let's take one round of cat-cow. Breathe in. Glide your chest forward and up, rolling the shoulders down. Exhale, contract your abdomen, dropping your head to round your back. And then come back to a neutral spine, send the shoulders away from the ears, and straighten your left leg behind you, flexing the foot. Take a moment to center your pelvis, lift the sides of your waist, and turn your left outer hip to face the ground as you flex your left foot. Again, if your balance feels pretty stable here, you might try raising your right arm forward so that your upper arm aligns with your right ear as you draw the right shoulder back. Use your left hand to spring your weight off the floor rather than sinking downward so that you can create space in your wrist and shoulder joints. Now, if you're balancing with arm and leg lifted, try bending the left knee and backstroking your right arm to catch the top of your left foot or ankle, kicking the foot away as you pull it towards you while bringing your right shoulder in extension. Keep activating your belly. Let's stay another 3 breaths. And then gently set hands and knees to the ground. One more round of cat-cow. Breathe in, draw your heart forward and up. Breathe out, rounding your back, tuck your toes, and at the end of the exhale, lift your hips into downward facing dog. Holding still, land your eyes on one focal point. Spreading your fingers wide, rotate your outer upper arms towards the floor and broaden your shoulder blades apart. Dropping your head, lift the shoulders away from it and pull your hips high and back. Couple more breaths here in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now, after the next exhale, walk or lightly jump to the top of your mat into a forward fold, Uttanasana. Press your fingertips on your legs, blocks to the floor, and inhale, lengthen your spine forward into half forward fold, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold at your hips. Press through your feet. Inhale, sweep your arms forward, rising to stand in Urdhva Hastasana, rolling your shoulders back and down. Exhale, join your hands to meet at your heart center, pausing as you remember your intention for your practice. And let's move to the breath through the first series of sun salutations, Surya Namaskars. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead and coil your chest up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge from your hips into a forward fold, Uttanasana. Plant your fingertips down. Inhale, step your left knee behind you into a kneeling lunge and gaze up. Hold your breath as you step into plank pose. Exhale, lower your knees, chest, then chin, Ashtangasana. Inhale, slide your belly to the ground and coil your chest up, Cobra. Exhale, lift your hips back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot beside your left thumb and lower your back knee, Anjaneyasana, look up. Exhale, step the right foot forward and bow. Inhale, rise to stand, coiling your chest up in Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, join your hands to meet at your heart in Padasana. Once more, second side, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, step the right knee back in Anjaneyasana, gaze up. Holding your breath, step into plank pose. Exhale, Ashtangasana, lower knees, chest, then chin. Inhale, Cobra or Bhujangasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot beside your right thumb, lower your back knee, gaze up. Exhale, step your left foot forward and bow. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead in Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, join your hands in Padasana. Second series of sun salutations. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Press your fingertips down and inhale, lengthen forward to Ardha Uttanasana. Step back to plank. And this time, as you exhale, glide forward, hug your bent elbows towards your side ribs in Chaturanga Dandasana. Then inhale to Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Let's pause here, cultivating stillness and focus for 3 deep breaths. After the third, walk or lightly jump to the top of your mat in Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Padasana. Once more. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Step to plank or lightly float into Chaturanga Dandasana. And take it to your Vinyasa. Back to downward dog, where we'll pause for 3 breaths. Tune into the quality of your breath. Remember that your body is constantly asking for what it needs. So listen to the sensations. Know when you may need to slow down, take moments of rest, or add intensity, or keep going as you are. When you finish the third exhale, Walk or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Padasana. Let's move into our third series of Surya Namaskars. By bringing the feet together, prepare for chair pose, Utkatasana. So on your next inhale, bend your knees together to touch. Maybe graze the floor with your fingertips, sinking your hips that low. Then raise your arms up, chair pose. Exhale, lean forward and fold. Inhale, press with your hands, lengthen forward. Step or float to Chaturanga and take it through your Vinyasa at your pace of breath. When you arrive at downward facing dog, inhale, raise your right leg back. Exhale, step the foot beside your right thumb and lower your back heel. Face forward, inhale, rise to stand in warrior one. Exhale all the way down to Chaturanga and inhale into cobra or upward dog, finishing your vinyasa. At downward dog, inhale, raise your left leg back. Exhale the foot gently beside your left thumb. Drop the right heel. Inhale, rise facing forward, warrior one. Exhale, lower into your vinyasa. Downward dog again. Let's pause for 3 breaths. And if you're needing to rest, you can place your knees on the floor, entering child's pose or what's appropriate for you. After your third exhale, if you're ready, walk or float to the front of your mat. There, let your feet touch, then inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold. Let your knees touch. Inhale, sit low in chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, Padasana. Let's take the sun salutation one last time. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half fold, Ardha Uttanasana. Step or float back into your vinyasa. At downward facing dog, inhale, raise your right leg. Exhale the foot beside your right thumb and drop your back heel. Inhale, rise to Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, lower, continue on to your vinyasa. When you arrive at downward dog, take the left leg on your own. Follow your breath. Downward facing again, pause for 3 breaths, recalibrating mind, body, breath. After the exhale, walk or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, Padasana. Let's separate your feet hips width apart and parallel to each other. Bring your hands to your hips. Roll the shoulders back and down as you breathe in. Exhale, fold, and lifting your toes, slip your palms face up under the soles of your feet, stretching your outer wrist and Pada Hastasana. Bend your knees as much as you may need so that you can get your toes to meet the inner creases of your wrists. Then keep your hands under and inhale, lift your chest through your upper arms, lengthening your spine as you draw the shoulders back. Exhale, bow from your hips, dropping your head freely. And if possible, bend your elbows apart as well, lifting the shoulders away from your neck. A few more breaths here. You might loosen the neck by gently shaking and nodding your head. You might loosen your jaw by stretching your mouth or fluttering your lips. Then slip your palms out from under and step your left knee back into a kneeling lunge. Step your right foot to the right and let's enter lizard lunge. Now in this variation, I invite you to see if you have the ability to bend the left knee and backstroke the right arm, to either hold your left foot with your right hand or use a strap to step the ball of your left foot into. You could place the left hand on a block to help you reach your back foot easier with the right hand. But if you find that you can come down lower, you can also come down onto your left forearm. So in this version, let's flex the right foot to stabilize the right knee as you splay open your right thigh at the hip, just leaning the outer edge of your right foot on the ground. Draw your torso towards your front wall. Draw both of your shoulders down your back as you gently scissor your right outer hip towards your rear wall. Let's stay another 5 deep breaths. Listen in. Now gently release your left leg straight and step the right knee back to tabletop pose. Let's prepare for forearm plank. So lower your elbows to the ground directly under your shoulders. Straighten both of your legs and firm your inner heels back. Lengthen your tailbone actively towards your inner heels while lifting your belly towards the back. Reach your chest forward as you gaze just in front of your thumbs. Draw the shoulders away from your neck. Coming into forearm side plank. Cross your left forearm towards the upper right corner of your mat. Fingertips pointing in that direction. Roll on the outer edge of your left foot flex, stacking both feet flexed. Press the ground away with your left forearm and outer left foot, raising your right arm high towards the sky. Hug your front ribs in towards your back and draw your shoulder blades both down your back. Let's stay another 5 breaths here in forearm version of Vashisthasana. Come back to forearm plank with both elbows on the floor. And then set your knees on the ground. Come back to tabletop. All right, second side of lizard lunge. Step your left foot forward and walk it to the left outside of your left hand. Lean your torso forward and bend your right knee. Notice if it might help to prop your right hand on a block so that your left arm can backstroke and reach hold of your right foot. Maybe you don't need the block. You can keep your right hand on the floor or come down to your right forearm. Flexing your left foot, splay open your left thigh and lean on the outer edge of your left foot. Gently scissoring your left hip back as you lengthen your torso towards your front wall and draw both your shoulder blades down your back ribs. Let's listen to 5 more deep breaths here. Then gently release your right foot. Come back to tabletop. And prepare for forearm plank. Lower your elbows to the floor, shoulders width apart. Straighten your legs, tucking the toes. Engage your abdomen, create a strong, long line out of the center line of your body. Cross your right forearm to the left upper corner of your mat. And roll on the outer edge of your right foot flex, stacking your feet flexed. Raise the left arm and press the floor away as you lift the right hip away from the ground. 5 deep breaths in forearm side plank. Slowly come back to forearm plank, and this time lower into Sphinx pose. Rest your forehead on the ground and slide your knees close together. Interlace your fingers behind your back and press your toenails into the ground. Stretch the legs long and inhale, coil your chest off the floor, stretching the knuckles of your hands towards your feet as you look slightly down for 5 breaths. Bound locust pose. Baddha Shalabhasana. Then plant your hands alongside your floating ribs, tuck your toes, and with an exhale, press up to plank pose. Downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your right leg back. Exhale, draw your knee towards your nose. Step the foot between your hands and drop the back heel. Aligning your right heel to the arch of your left foot, cartwheel your arms into warrior 2. Land your gaze on one spot just ahead of your right hand. Rotate your right outer hip under you and firm the top of your left thigh bone back. Let's tune into 5 more breaths here in Virabhadrasana 2. Let's prepare for half moon pose. Walk your right hand 6 inches forward of your right pinky toe to the right outer corner on a block of the floor. Drag your left foot in and flex it off the ground, turning your chest to face your left wall. Now you can take the traditional version of Ardha Chandrasana, maybe raising the left arm towards the sky, or add another hips and extension posture here in sideways standing bow by bending your left knee towards your belly to reach hold of the top of your left foot with your left hand. Kick the foot away as you pull it towards your glute, pointing your left knee towards the rear wall rather than the ceiling. Bringing the left shoulder in extension 2. Land your eyes on one focal point, and let's tune into 5 more breaths. Here, press the crease of your right hip back towards your rear wall and lengthen the right side of your torso. Take your time to re-enter warrior 2. Once you land the left foot, keep the right knee bent and inhale to peaceful warrior, side bending towards the back of the room. Exhale to downward facing dog. Deep inhale. And let it go. Inhale, raise your left leg behind you. Exhale, round forward and step the foot lightly between your hands. Then spin your right heel down and align your left heel to the arch of your right foot, cartwheeling your arms into warrior 2. Set your gaze steady. Rotate your left outer hip under and firm the top of your right thigh bone back. Let's sense 5 more deep breaths here. Virabhadrasana 2. Half moon pose. Place your left fingertips on a block of the floor, 6 inches ahead of your left pinky toe out to the left corner. Drag your right foot forward and flex it off the ground, turning your chest to face your right wall. Now, if you took the traditional version on the first side, I invite you to practice balance and do the same here. Otherwise, bend your right knee towards your belly, catching the top of your right foot with your right hand. Kick your right foot away as you pull it towards you, bringing your right shoulder in extension too. Then again, steady your eyes on one spot, and let's listen to 5 more full breaths. Ardha Chandra Chapasana. Take your time to step back to Warrior Two. And when you land the right foot, keep your left knee bent and inhale into Peaceful Warrior, side bending towards your rear wall. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Inhale, raise your right leg back. Exhale, bend the knee towards your nose and step the foot beside your right thumb, dropping the back heel, entering Warrior One. So as you inhale, rise up, standing and facing forward. Square your 2 hips to face the front wall. As you ground your back heel and straighten your back leg, bending your front knee right on top of the ankle. Three more breaths in Virabhadrasana 1. Warrior 3. Either bring your hands together at your heart or place your hands on blocks or the floor, a foot in front of your front foot. Tilt your torso forward and lift your left leg straight behind you, parallel to the ground. Square your hips evenly to face the floor. Draw the navel in, steadying your eyes and steadying your breath. Virabhadrasana 3. Set your left foot back to the floor. One inhale, lift the arms in Virabhadrasana 1. And then lower your back knee to the ground, preparing for a twist. Cup the top of your right thigh down with your right hand. And inhale, lengthen your spine and left arm forward. At your waistline, exhale, twist to the right, and either lower the left hand on a block or the floor inside of your right leg, raising your right arm. Or hook your left elbow outside your right thigh. Either joining your hands in prayer towards the middle of your chest or opening your arms wide apart. So whatever posture you've chosen, how do you cultivate a sense of beauty and reverence with what you've chosen to create in this moment? Parita Parshvakonasana, twisting side angle pose variation. Last 2 breaths. Gazing down at your right foot, lower your hands to frame it on blocks of the floor and lift the ball of your right foot, scissor your right hip back to straighten the front leg. As you lift the chest, breathe in, then exhale, start to bow. Half split, Ardha Hanumanasana. So right now your right hip is in flexion, which is counter to our theme today, but it is important to maintain balance. Please drag your right foot back and step into downward facing dog. Second side, inhale, raise your left leg behind you. Exhale, bend the knee towards your nose. Step the foot beside your left thumb and spin your right heel down. As you face forward, rise to stand in Virabhadrasana 1. Bending your left knee just over the heel. Straighten your right leg and press the outer heel down. Turning both of your hips to evenly face forward. Let's stay 5 breaths. Warrior 3. Either join your hands at your heart or reach for your blocks to the floor ahead of your left foot as you tilt your weight forward and parallel your spine and right leg to the floor. Flexing your right foot, square your hips to evenly face the ground. Virabhadrasana 3. On your next exhale, return to Warrior 1. Raising your arms overhead for 1 in breath. Lower your back knee to the ground, entering a kneeling lunge. Let's prepare for a twist. Cup the top of your left thigh with your left hand and inhale, lengthen your spine forward. Entering the same version as you did on the first side, twist at your waistline. Either lower the right hand inside the leg or hook the elbow outside of the leg. Draw your shoulders down your back and keep lengthening your spine forward with each inhalation, twisting a little more with each exhalation. Gaze down at your left foot and frame it with your hands on blocks of the floor. Lift the ball of your left foot flexed and draw the left hip back as you reach your spine forward, straightening your front leg as you bow slowly. Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Once again, drag your left foot back. And this time, come to stand on your knees, preparing for camel pose. More hips and extension. If you'd like lower back support, take a block by the skinniest width and hug it firmly between your knees and thighs. Tuck your toes behind you. Let's practice this for 2 rounds. Backstroke your arms and place your hands on your lower back, fingertips face down. Draw your tailbone downward as you lift the back ribs upward to help lengthen your lower spine. Hug your elbows close together to help broaden your chest. As you breathe in, lift your chest and peel your shoulder bones behind you, pressing the shoulders down as you tilt your heart and gaze up for 5 to 10 breaths, your count. Now, keeping your pelvis stacked directly above your knees. If you can reach it, you can place one hand back to hold the heel and then switch hands or hold both heels. Listen to your body. We're not looking for strain or pain. Challenge and discomfort may arise, but find a balance. Ustrasana. When you're ready to come out of the pose, replace your hands on your lower back and lift your spine slowly, coming down to sit and pause for 3 breaths. When you're ready, take one more camel pose on your own, with or without a block, with toes tucked or not, for 5 to 10 breaths. And then once again, come to sit, pause, 3 breaths. How are you tuning in to your body's wisdom in this practice today? How are you practicing trust within? Let's come on down to our backs. Preparing for bridge pose on your own or upward facing bow, with an option to lower to your forearms if you're feeling very open in the shoulders. 5 to 7 breaths. And once you've lowered, let's drop the knees apart into Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of your feet together to touch. You might like to rest your left hand on your heart center and your right hand on your lower belly. Drop in for a few deep breaths and notice so far the effects of your practice. Then bend your right knee into your chest and straighten your left leg forward on the ground. Slide your right arm out to the right, rooting the shoulder down as you twist to the left side. One more long exhalation here. Roll onto your back and slide your right leg to the floor. Bend your left knee into your chest. Open your left arm wide, ground that shoulder, and begin to twist to your right side. One more long exhalation. And then roll onto your back. Draw your bent knees into your chest and rock yourself up to sit. Let's prepare for a seated forward fold. Separating your feet hips width apart, flex your feet and ground your sitting bones. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, begin to bow from your hips. You might choose to use a strap and place it around the balls of your feet, or to clasp your big toes. Paschimottanasana. Three last breaths here. Press down to your hips. Inhale to rise. Please find a comfortable way to sit for alternate nostril breathing before we enter Shavasana. Nodi Shodhana Pranayama. So as you're sitting upright, relaxing the body, we'll continue breathing with the lips closed. Slow and gentle breaths. Rest your left hand on your lap, perhaps in a mudra like Pran Mudra, which helps to cultivate vital life force energy. And it looks like a peace sign with a palm face up. The right hand, stick out your thumb, pinky, and ring finger in Vishnu Mudra. We'll use the right thumb to close the right nostril and the right pinky and ring to close the left nostril when we alternate nostrils to breathe. So this breathing technique helps to balance the left and right hemispheres of your brain, calms your nervous system, activates your intuitive energy center, Ajna chakra, and prepares for meditation and rest. So let's prepare, empty this breath. We'll take 3 cycles together, 2 cycles on your own. Hold the breath out. Right thumb, close right nostril, inhale left. Hold the breath. Close left. Exhale right. Hold the breath. Inhale right. Hold the breath. Close right. Exhale left. Hold the breath. That's 1 cycle. Cycle 2. Inhale left for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 3, 2, 1. Close left. Exhale right. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 3, 2, 1. Close right. Exhale left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 3, 2, 1. Third round. Inhale left for 6. Hold for 3. Close left. Exhale right for 6. Hold for 3. Inhale right for 6. Hold for 3. Close right. Exhale left for 6. Hold for 3. Continue 2 more cycles on your own. Take your time to finish at your pace. When you do, sit for a moment, breathing naturally, and observe your experience. And when you're ready, gently lower your body to the ground into corpse pose, lying to rest for a few minutes of Shavasana. As you rest in Shavasana a little longer, keeping your eyes closed, tune into the way your body feels now. Take your time beginning to move your body very gently, starting with small parts like wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, and gradually rolling over onto your right side, resting your head. As you lie on your side, take a moment to observe your breathing. Notice how you feel now energetically. Then as you're ready, press your hands into the floor and lift your body up to find a comfortable sitting position for meditation of 5 minutes. Place your hands in any mudra that offers you presence. Close your eyes or steady a soft gaze ahead and feel your body and its connection to the surface below. Feel your spine, its upliftment to your crown. Let's begin. Resting your awareness on the place in your body in which you can most easily feel your natural breathing. Anytime your attention goes away from the present moment, notice where your attention has gone. Then notice how you feel. Then, with friendliness to yourself, gently re-guide your attention back to where you feel the breath. Sense the way you feel now mentally and emotionally. And what's one thing you can offer gratitude for? Remind yourself of your intention for this practice. And remember to whom or what you dedicated this practice. And let's close together, joining 3 ohms. Inhale deeply. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste.